every round of every map. They are going to keep pressing them.
Oh, aggression pays off, at least for now. Players stuck up close after the fight, but the flash is enough to deter any re-aggression from BBL. And they will be sent with Lover's Rock already out of the round.
If anyone change like for BBL in particular.
Yes, yeah. There's a couple teams, like I think Mates are also in that bracket, that they had so much success off of it that now you have to prove you have that extra layer. And there's at least a return. Bringing it back to a 4v4.
Houdini unable to disappear anymore, but they have been able to take down one on the other side. The firefights continue. Echo looking to try and re-aggress back into that corner. Instead, though, it's Izzy to find one, leaving Loiter alone. Normally very good in these clutch scenarios, but does he expect the flank? And now being revealed, it's only going to make it that little bit tougher. If he had the spike, if he had the time, he'd be able to go back, but he just has to walk into the crosshairs. And it's better than Fnatic. They're bad. Vitality
some of the
bad.
Delusion.
But it's like BBL, no, I think they're still number one. It's like, well, no, come on, you got to go full cocky. And well, speaking of that, Lover's Rock has found another opening death with a dive over the top. Echo is in a bit of trouble, but I'm looking at that judge. Oh, he's not found anyone. They've left.
They're bailed out. And it's not like they have a ton of space either. It is currently being filled in by Kraven, who's walking up on mid, and they've got the right read, and that side of the map is wide open.
Spectre, yeah.
Moving through slowly. That will allow Eternal Fire to fill back in that space. It's all a question of how much control can Kraven hold on to. They're splitting up now into the 3v4, leaving Rose behind to try to catch this play out of door or play that late flank. They need to do a damn good job of holding the line then when the retake comes in. Buy him time.
Four looking to try wrap back in. Only going to be the one trading off.
Concealment.
And Rose didn't find anyone, so he's got that long rotation back. Luckily, it means they can clear all of that flank and Loiter up top. He's going to be able to keep things in an advantage, only for the moment, though. Leaving two standing versus Rose. He's been phenomenal in these clutch situations. The problem, though, yeah, he's got to use the dart. No, it's too late. Way too late. He thought that he was being faked out by the tap, but not faked out at all.
Well, low by. We're coming in with a judge. An SMG, some pistols. Oh my goodness. And well, there was an opportunity for the judge there, but Odd has fires right back. Same weaponry, different result, and now Echo's there for the ranged fight that, yes, Rose will win, but
Rose ran out of that corner with a shock dart. He was just trying to kill the guy in the corner, ran out with his bow and arrow, swapped his gun, still gets the kill.
Way more keen to use utility this time.
yeah.
Less structure, it was all about obviously fragging on top of that, but that's what they really struggle with here. Fabian gets a freebie.
Look at this again.
Loiter's on the corner in Astral form.
They were so focused on the players further back, but indeed, way more defenders there than was expected. Now you've seen the majority of their force on B long, pushed up. The response
can at least delay this take or just set them up for a wonderful retake. It might be a little bit too late, though.
Bold investment to put it a little early here when bodies aren't in position. But still catches one.
Oh, anything more would have to be a miracle, but it's now going to look towards that run it back.
Where's the spike going?
First player in. Yeah, spike yet to be planted. Naturally, this run it back is going to get nothing. They're just hiding. They're waiting.
I mean, Eternal Fire aren't feeling the pressure. They've got them boxed in. Echo gets one for free. And now, yeah, they'll bail out, but what are you going to do over there? You can't plant the spike there. Fighting back out leaves Rose low and now down in the ground in the dirt. And that's where the hopes of BBL rest.
It's that individual brilliance that did feel a little bit more reliant. And then you just
swing in with an op, man.
Yeah, you got your Cypher op player kicking things off.
He's not going to go through this, surely. The stun will stop him, slow him, but the ult still follows through. Fabian and Izzy, they found two. It's Rose trying to carry this mantle forward for the squad. Already a man down, and from bad to worse. Loida, you talked about it, Mike, relying on him in the mid-round. Well, he will not pull anybody back into this fight. Rose needs an ace, or it's going to be a 6-0 start for the squad that you would think should be easy pickings, historically have been. Nice shot by Rose. He's starting to believe.
I'm not yet. Another one, maybe.
Wow. The jump through, like playing to the strengths of the meta. That is missing right now. Odes has just tanked the slow, and he almost got away with one. The weapon retrieved the judge, but a chance to use it right there. That's a big pick.
That's this one. Echo's going to go forward again. to catch him. Caught out here. Loiter able to shut him down. Just
All
Fabian
around.
and Izzy left now. Op in hand for Izzy.
I've witnessed a few of these rounds today, but I didn't expect to see it in this game. They've also had so many ultimates available for them in this one, but it's not really looking like it's going to make a difference. Hunter's Fury sat there. Overdrive, if needed, from Larocque, but you're kind of looking at Izzy now, like, and unless someone gives him an angle, this is going to be so difficult.
Please don't give him an angle.
Just trying to defend versus the taps. A chance for Larocque to just basically run in, and he's gone past one of the players. It's starting to get a little bit dangerous. Mystic digs out, but the grab wall's still in place. Rose, I think he knows he's got the Hunter's Fury, so Izzy's just looking to try and hunt him down. Will do just that, the last man alive, but that time is seemingly too far gone, even still too close for comfort, but expect him to be finding that space on the extremities while these sort of faster plays are coming through, but at the moment...
Oh my God, Loiter again caught. Great catch from Izzy.
The last one was Echo doing that.
Yeah,
Now they've got Izzy doing it as well. Seems whoever has the AWP is going to be aggressive. Larocque wants to try and turn the tide. The first kill immediately. Wow! Okay! A crazy shot coming out of Izzy! And now Echo as well! What is this team made of?
Everything landing for Eternal Fire here. Getting the spam in, but Izzy does so well.
My up doesn't work like that. And ooh, it's not pretty from Rose, but again, it's a flip, but it's a long, long way to go. Okay.
Thank God he's out of there.
An attempt made. Creven will take down the ult Hunter's Fury with an opportunity, but the spike's been dropped on the desk, and actually the Hunter's Fury's found next to nothing. Now Fabian already looking to retake space. They've even got the planted. But well, one man standing. Guess who it is?
Oh, well, he gets two out of that situation. Hey, no. Oh, a minute left on the clock. BBL being cautious on the way through. Dive in from Lover's Rock, but he's met by a stun. Dodges it at least, but he won't dodge that shot from Izzy. Put to bed. The grab while keeping Larocque out as he swings in. It's a bit of a messy fight for both, but he'll get there in the end, and so will Loida. That space taken towards the B site, and now they can pounce on it. Only one player here. It's Ordaz, a rifle, and he's completely surrounded. This is definitely pointing towards BBL finding their second.
There would need to be mistakes.
Barring something crazy, right?
Yeah, we
haven't seen that so far.
They've seen him though. They know where he is. He's revealed. It's a solo fight though. Again, Larocque a little bit ahead of the curve, but Rose is there to trade things out. It's a tough one to turn things back, but honestly, Izzy's been using that sniper like a shotgun.
Well, yeah. If he can find one for free here, but everybody tucked on the side of BBL.
Do they stay tucked though?
The cam's being destroyed. Creven might want to go lookabouts now, and if he does, it's going to be the AWP waiting for him. Shoulder peeking the angle for now. Just spotting that they're not close on the side, ready for the long players, and there it is, a good catch by Creven that leaves Izzy in what should be an impossible situation. With an AWP and a 1v3 time against him. He's just got to get out and save that. Oh! He's got other ideas. What? What?
That about initial step in terms of finding an engagement,
yeah,
but they fall totally short. Miss from Izzy. Oh, okay. Good for the second, because Loiter's still walking forward on that.
He decided, I don't need cover.
How could he have known there was an AWP there?
That's true. That's a good point, actually. They always say you should always re-peek AWPs. There's a good chance they missed the second time.
That could have been a decoy.
And also, Izzy double swinging out the smoke. Okay.
It is a little aggressive, but who's surprised after the last round? Now stuck behind the box. That's spam.
Izzy's here, by the way.
Has he not been hit? He hasn't been hit. Finally, a shot lands, and Fabian fires right back. A triple for the man who was dead to rights. And now Creven, he's got the whole squad to take down. What makes me worried? Do BBL overextend? Do they give them the fight? Because Izzy is very much hoping they will. And the ult there for Fabian. Lots of utility at least.
So much
down by that.
He's still got the kill.
What?
He's come out with two off the ult that was only halfway when he started moving. Larocque is going to be able to survive on one kill alone, and now it's all down to Creven. 1v4. He's not even got 4 kills. Away.
Go. He's not having
it. Dwelling on that Yuto, isn't he?
Yep.
That one dart he didn't use.
It's not having to be said he didn't use his arrows. Okay, Creven. They're going to keep going as well. Big crunch towards Art. Love to see it. Bit of confidence in play with Echo all alone. The pistol will be the and now they're right back on site.
Yeah, the paranoia of having effectively somebody anchoring with a ghost, and then Rose obviously here as well. Necky's found Krevin here.
Yeah.
Look at where that's happened as well, all the way deep on the B site.
Watch out.
Great stun.
That's decent, but I don't think it caught the players further back, so swinging into the blender. And to be fair to Eternal Fire, we've talked about this squad as like this aggression machine, just constant pushing all the way through. This was a great round. Just played it nice and slow. I don't think I've ever seen a Phoenix ult go through there.
He went prone. He could have prone, so just double. Yeah, better safe than sorry. Nice shot. But still so much more work to be done for Loida. He's going to need to get into a 1v1 for me to believe. And Eternal Fire immediately, mostly back off. Echo stepped into the site now. He's feeling confident, and he should be.
Struggles continue. Bucky in hand for him, rifles elsewhere. Only the neural theft available here for BBL. Good catch here potentially with Struck Dark. But again, Echo just gets onto the angle. Check it again, another.
Oh, double tap, just in case. For Eternal Fire.
It's so easy to forget that this is his second game in the league.
Yeah.
And the first one was against Fnatic. And he was arguably one of, if not the best player in there.
He was fantastic.
Ridiculous. Other than maybe Alfia. Alfia had a pretty good day.
But even then, like, there was promise enough that I'd say, like, oh, they've got a good shot at taking it against BBL. It felt like maybe catching their opponents in a bad day last week, but this is completely making me completely rethink it. Again, if this was their map, I'd still be like, well, obviously they came in super ready, but BBL came in confident in this matchup, confident in this map, and I'm seeing no reason for that confidence to exist. Nice stuff from Kraven to find one, but they're still behind. They need a big play, and Lloyd is going to try to be that playmaker. He's found himself a double, and now they're right back in the game. That's
Don't necessarily, don't know how much damage done there, but I feel like they almost feeling good, but Fabian's got all the way back through again.
Oh, the jump up. Oh, we were almost cursed by it last time. This time he's been caught.
Rotated through their own spawn. They're now rotating through the attacker spawn, all to try to deal with this A play where Echo is. And now the spike goes down. They have to kill Echo. They have. Oh!
What?
He was there!
Saw you.
They knew he was there! Well, okay, that's a throw. Fine, and now another one. Advantage to the attacker side through massive misplays, and BBL, now they've got to brawl their way back in. At least Laroc's there for the first.
Oh, now that judge becomes ever more deadly. Okay, no, they might just stick it right in front of their nose. Somebody needs to get on this! How has that happened? It's just the same as what we saw earlier.
Yeah. One that they arguably were in a situation to potentially convert.
Pacey here. This is coming through straight away off the back of the running back. They take that orb immediately. This is something that should have been expected by BBL, seeing he's one away, passive positions, and Kraven just about gets away with that one. But he's kind of confined. I like this though. Reaggression, but they've gone past Dizzy. We've seen that one before. He's been able to dodge and dive past the squad, and he continues his push. He had to take his gun out of his back pocket, and somehow still hits the shot. Lovers Rock's nightmare continues. Now Loiter has to clutch. That might have just been his moment. He was
alongside him and then can backstab just like that.
And
beautifully done.
An oversight from BBL.
The
C's Molly! He's done it again! Fabian! Absolutely decimating these guys with free utility. And a little help from his friend. That is disgusting.
I don't even know if we can get this stat, but what's the most Phoenix mollies we've had in a game? It has to be this one. It has to be.
Oh, another. Now he's stunned. Now he's got to be dead to rights. Surely. Up close. Oh, my God!
He comes out of it smelling of roses. It's only one left. The Garden's about to eat them all, only leaving Loiter. Fortify, there's no way. Like, even just look at his position. The spike down. They're going to be guarding every position. Of course, Fabian's pushing. Of course he's going to push him. Why would it?
Down and Eternal Fire having this late play from Audaz with a lot of distraction on ramp, on site. They're drawing the defender's eyes, and that's opening the door for Audaz. It looks like his team are doing okay in holding the line for now. Audaz strikes, Kraven falls, and now they have to speed up on that defense, cover that ground, and get onto the spike, which is wide open. Planted for heaven. Huge fight for Rose, though.
It's gone the other way. It gives an opportunity, but they're just sticking the defusal. I don't think they've got it as well.
Off this time around, but still unnoted. The Prowler missed him on ramp as well.
Oh, he just dove in. The dash from Lover's Rock with the judge. Okay, there's Neki down. And an upgraded rifle for him to play with. The flank, though, still going to be a problem if they can delay that push just a little bit. There's Fabian striking with Loida down. Krevin falls, and Lover's Rock with the recovered rifle. All that remains. The question of damage comes into play now. It's unlikely he wins the round, but the first already falling. Okay, now we're starting to believe. In he goes. Dash ready and online and gets towards the site, but cannot force a fight. The patience from Eternal Fire on display.
Vents, they did it. They did the same with the Boombot. They're trying to sell fake. Spike's gone in. Spike's gone in alone, in fact. First player through is Echo. There was nobody else behind him. They've delivered the spike to their opponents, but then they're fighting off the back to almost retrieve it. It's made things a little bit easier off the back of the fake because if you see the spike, you know where they're going.
That's not good for Neki either. He needs to win this duel.
General health and
straight it all. Yeah, that's not going to happen. Lover's Rock can't TP anymore, but they can still hit those op shots just the same. Krevin finding himself a solid start to this map as well, and a third on the board for BBL. This is looking like a much healthier map for them, at least to start. It is the attack side on split for Eternal Fire. You have to remember it's there.
Viper's pit won't be far away. Sure, the same can be said for the other side, but they're going to want probably a kill or two. And so far, I feel like there's been a moment or two where Echo is being caught. Like the last round where he walks through with the spike when no one else has gone, that was uncharacteristic, but I want to see if this becomes a trend of them dealing with him.
Neki's found Lover's Rock, though. He's still trying to go forwards here into the waiting arms. Loiter, good for one, but Ordaz trades it out.
Still has some promise in this round.
Okay.
Ordaz really leading the team here in terms of the fragging department. Blast pack buys Fabian at least a moment, and unfortunately he's going to be caught on the way out. Now that showstopper fired in and found.
Said lazy.
And then the last time we saw this map play was very good on the attack by their opponents, but thus far hasn't been the case. Early trades, early aggression once again, but this time Echo does strike, and a missed shot from Lover's Rock gives him a double. That's the Echo we know and love. Look at where the spike is, but
they're not interested in planning right now at all.
I was going to say, the position there could have been dangerous.
Well, now they need to be.
And now Krevin's like, on this rotation, I haven't seen the spike, I'm going to go all the way back to B.
He's going to get ahead of him.
It's a really smart rotation by Krevin.
Timing.
Oh, he needs his rifle out, and he's caught! Neki! Prowler in hand! And he runs right back to A. I mean, even then, you think that that player, if he's behind him in mid, he doubles back, he goes vents, he gets the A site. Instead...
Oh, he's out in the open.
Did he get spotted?
I don't think he has any idea of where his opponent currently is. Time is going to be everything. He looks away, but he got him!
It'll be the Viper pressured early on. Krevin forced back and being hunted by the Prowler. Wall goes up, and so too does the Viper's pit. Looking to reinforce the B side. It's a bit of a panic ult as well. Doesn't fully cover that back. Sight, good spray by Fabian. He's found the first, and now the judge looking to invade as Rose gets one up top, but everybody's falling. The pieces return Viper ult as well, and a shot from LaRock inside it. Almost brought them back into favor, but he's immediately caught by Izzy.
That looks...
The fact that off the pace he plays, it did just look like everything from BBL was just panic. It's like, just throw everything. And well, not a bad start to this round either.
Well, look at the situation we just had not long ago. Obviously, a lesser purchase here, but look at the ults for BBL. Everything invested now. Got the Seekers back. In that initial exchange, LaRock does catch Izzy here.
He's waking up.
That's the one rifle, so they try to go elsewhere, and, well, Rose had a chance. It's hard to aim looking up, and it's hard to shoot back with your knife out, but LaRock's able to at least land Echo. A 1 versus 3. Look, I wouldn't put it past him. Definitely time for Eternal Fire to still play a tight game. Good dodge on the stun. Pull's not going to catch him, but the spam does damage, and that's going to be an easy closer. Effect with that big operator denied the early fight. He's going in. He's going in. He is fully sending it. Caught off for the rest of his teammates, and well, the trades will come slowly, if at all. Krevin doubles up. And Eternal Fire may reconsider this push unless Echo can land something, and it's a disaster. He's still alive! He's still alive!
Still killing people.
Well, the crazy thing there is, again, it feels a little bit disjointed. Like,
dodged. Nicely done.
That showstopper not as effective.
He took 0 damage.
Yeah, 0.
He did now, though.
He's taken a lot of damage there.
So he definitely knew there was 2 players on the other side of that smoke.
Yep.
And look at where his teammates are, by the way. It's not like there was any real chance at help.
Rose could get caught in spawn here.
Rose is waiting. Nicely done. Good read on the play. The spray a little shaky, but he gets there in the end, and the numbers still favored the BBL. They're the ones that don't have to make a move here. But the double flank attempt, this is a big danger. Audaz is waiting, watching. They don't have utility to cover their back. Instead, they need guns to do it. But now, looking towards heaven, thinking that flank hasn't come through yet. I guess it isn't on the way, but they are about to find out the hard way if there's still players on that ramp. Audaz turned. He spotted them just in time, but now it's an op set up on the other side. What a shot by Neki. Audaz, well, he's already bypassed the op, or the op has bypassed him, catching Fabian, looking back for more as Audaz creeps down. They haven't spotted him. A star going to be sent out to the grab well, can buy them time, and he takes down Kreven. Low HP on the side as well. A chance for Audaz, but the spams is what it comes.
Same story.
Only time will tell. BBL being surrounded here. Ramp already taken. Plenty of players spotted, but not hit. That op, oh my goodness, it's an awkward escape
can't get out.
for Lover's Rock, but somehow he makes it out of there unscathed. Now, Flash goes through, no follow-up. They caught a few, those bullets. Well, we're down to the last, and the ult's going to be popped. But the op waiting on the other side. There's the shot, but it doesn't land either. That could have brought them back to equal footing instead. Eternal Fire, they're still breathing deep into this round until they give the op 1, 2, not a third, surely not a third! They fight him 1 by 1. Finally, the rocket sent in, but it doesn't take him down. The plant to be found. No nade, no showstopper. Possibly no chance if he's going to swing into Lover's Rock. He missed a shot early, but nothing since. And it will be LaRock to close it out.
Crazy back and forth here.
Versus Pacific, where they struggled. Whether or not Eternal Fire still have enough left in the tank to keep this one going. A pacey hit, but are they going to check? No, they're not. This is not the man you want to leave on his own with plenty of space to play with, even delaying them a little more. Neki is not long for this world.
Spike down.
And Echo, well, he's been the first man to dive in most.
Poison orb emitting.
I don't think they'll sit on the B site with 4. And now, yes, we saw this on the last map. Neki isolated in a number of rounds.
Good luck,
but he
Neki.
always makes them pay for the space they're taking. Can LaRock apply that same price to the defense? No, he can't. Fabian shuts him down. And now even if Neki falls, the advantage is there in the retake. But I have a feeling Neki's got a bit more of a fight left in him. With 1 already down, it's 3 for the man who was on
Position from Loiter on the other side. And in fact, never mind. Audaz is just going to wide swing it and wreck him with the
There might be somebody in
bulldog.
B main, by the way. Oh, all right.
I'll check.
I'll sort it.
I'll find out. Got him in his back pocket when it came to the pistol. Didn't convert to a round win, but they've been good at the control. Now, they've been spotted, but LaRock uses that to his advantage. A solid wall
They don't
bang.
know about the
But is he
operator,
with the
though.
op? He's going to get a deep play caught by Kreven.
Don't need to.
He didn't
What a
get to
shot.
fire a bullet. You spend that many credits, and you don't even get to shoot.
Spike planted.
Oh, wow, Lover's Rock says, thank you very much. That's the fastest I think he's moved back into B main ever. It's a bonus, so they're going to go for this. They're going to try and do some damage. Neki's done well. That looked like an angle that he shouldn't have been winning, and Lover's Rock has just been tagged low. Snakebite goes deep, though they don't realize how close Rose is. And now for Neki, half HP, still not even knowing where at least one of these players lies. He knew where Rose was, but Krev
Being spotted. I should even know that's an operator at this point. And there it is! Is he more than ready for the peak? Thanks to that info found by Fabian, and it looks like the attackers move towards the B site now.
you rat.
Directing themselves over here as BBL find a double, but Echo still up close with the judge. Patience pays off. What is he doing? He's gotten 2. Stabilizing nicely, but the spike seems destined to go down on B.
Still got a nade here for Fabian.
Fabian, the
30
plant as
seconds
well.
left.
No.
On that flank, I think he's here quicker than maybe they expected him to be. Heard the steps. The timing couldn't be better for Fabian. And now it leaves just Kreven. He's been good in these scenarios. If they push him together, though, it's going to be tough. He still expects players to be coming from other angles, just hiding in the corner.
Orb up.
They've not checked it. They don't expect anybody to be here. So close. And
No!
now running through with the shorty in hand. But he thinks it's a fake. He thinks it's a fake. And now gets it all the way to half.
He's gonna take
and goes
this.
back on the angle. There was no way that Neki should.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't keep pushing.
It's
He
gonna
falls
fade
back.
soon.
It's falling.
It's going to fade.
Oh!
He didn't even get a kill. He didn't even get a kill. LeBron gets it instead. Oh my, already a manic start. And then the showstopper and the paranoia is solid. Even still, Ordaz gets one, but surely the rest of the team are too far out this round. Maybe not. Neki's going to go running in. He's trying to get ahead of it. The shot's not connected. Kills one. For Neki. And even has to seize. Looks to use the nightfall. Doesn't even realize he caught a player. And there's still one on this corner, another for Neki, leaves it all onto the man with a judge, and he's still going for it. But then the fuse is underway. He needs to move, he needs to run, and he's not in the right position at all. Neki's gonna win it alone.
That is. You tell me it comes that close, you lose all your weapons. I'm not going to be thrilled. But the way that he gets there, that's momentum.
Oh, Lover's Rock has an operator.
He's got another.
Neki is pumped up. He's meant to be that sort of calmer leader on this team. It doesn't seem to be the case here, but one comes the other way at least. Rose, not the gun of choice. And the thing is, they've made this a close-range battle versus shotguns, but it seems to be working out anyway. Echo is genuinely
Losing, but being trounced at 2-0. Eternal Fire with all the momentum. Aggressive play by Lover's Rock early, gets on to B, and in fact the whole team does. They have just wrestled this out of Eternal Fire's hands. Do they keep going though? And look for a second as they get towards the spawn. But they would keep on pressing, but with the Viper's pit up, there's no need. Huge advantage, right? It has to be. And there we go. Echo down 2.
Where was everyone else? Echo was so far ahead of the curve. He's fighting from rafters. Like, I don't think he's let go of W key the whole game. He's been watching PaperX demos, but now walking into a pit. Yeah.
Yeah, give this up.
I don't like. There's been moments with the judge that have been insane, but that was just like if we I don't know if we could freeze frame on the map where he was, where everyone else on the team was. It's like they were setting up to move in, and Echo's like, "Well, we haven't gone yet."
I was about to say, by the way, talking of deja vu.
Yeah,
the second half
was mid. Let's fill in the space elsewhere, and very favored in these fights if the op can post up. Not going to repeat that surely. Fabian at least gets a nade through and a chance to damage those players on the way in. What is Neki doing? He dives on top. Kreven's caught off guard. Fabian should be dead to rights, but he makes it out. The double blast pack's working somehow, and now the op setup contains them on that site. Lost. But no port in sight, and the storm brewing inside screens. Eternal Fire. They even go for this all together. The op just holding up in heaven for now, but the smoke. And they're splitting up and looking for clues. It's risky, but it works out with Echo's double.
Massively in terms of the last few rounds. Operator noted here. Lover's Rock will show his hand. No! He doesn't drop. He doesn't know they've scaled up there.
He shift walked backwards. That's a huge mistake. And now the punishment in for BBL, the man advantage. Neki! What is that? What?
Is he just on a 360?
No.
Oh. Playing SSX while Loiter. He's trying to escape. No, there's another player in the vent!
Spike down, mid.
There's a second guy down there! Fabian went back for more!
It's a 2v2.
2v2. The other two players are so far away. We'll get a breather. We get to calm down for a second.
Spike planted.
I feel like this is how the Joker. They start filling in that space. Slow and patient return from Eternal Fire, but the op now trained in just in time on that position. Great.
Last player standing.
Pick, and he went for more. He went for more. Why did he go for more? And now Kreven stepping into the angle. Oh, he's gonna get it!
No.
Oh, it's so badly played!
What is this round, man?
What? At this vital hour, all timeouts used. Coach is probably smashing the button on the side of BBL. Echo's done it again. They bypassed the utility. This keeps happening.
They've got
BBL think the space is free. Now as they turn back towards the vents, they have no idea who's waiting for them. Echo lands the double. The vents. Well, it's theirs, but hold on, Kreven. Kreven snuck up through heaven, and Echo is now about to get backstabbed. What are these rounds? A 2v3, BBL still behind, but with a chance to split this defense. They're moving towards B. The only man there is Izzy with an op, and he's taken a very, very passive stand. They can get the plant from here. They still have the numbers to fight off against.
Well, it seems like there's always a traitor in the vents. People should be more aware of that, but
Poison's
going
off.
into the 2v3 scenario, Rose one away from a Seek as Kraven gets aggressive. A chance for the 1v1, but there's another man coming rounding the corner
remaining.
and can't isolate the fight. Leaves it on to Rose. Another chance at a clutch. First shot goes crazy. Seekers, but he's being rounded on.
Always beaten, and now it matters most, and they're crumbling.
He doesn't die.
That didn't kill him. In goes the nade. That surely will finish him off, but no, he's still alive. Is he still got the op? And he ends up taking one down for it. Another for Izzy. A dead man walking, and they sent BBL to the grave.